Rajasthan Patrika presents Knowledge Seminar on a story of adaptability from the silver screen to the mobile screen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please, with a big round of applause, let's welcome our moderator for this session, RJ Anmol. Please give him a big round of applause.
For those who don't know me, is there anybody who's never heard of RJ Anmol? Please raise your hand. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Rather take down their photographs, numbers. We need them. So I started my career with a show called Purani Jeans, and I've been very lucky that my entire life I've spent with legends. And I've always wondered, what makes a legend different from a star? How is a star different from a legend? And then I came to this conclusion that the legend is somebody who changes the trend of his or her profession. I'll give you a small example. In Hindi cinema, films were being made, but came 1973. Salim Javed wrote a script. Amitabh Bachchan performed on the screen. And they changed the trend of Indian cinema. They changed the grammar of Indian cinema. And they said, now for the 1 decade coming up, films will be made like this. People who change the trend, who change the grammar of their category, they are legends. And here we're talking about 1 decade. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend I'm going to invite on the stage has set the trend for Hindi film heroines, not for a decade, for 5 decades. And I choose my words very carefully when I say it. She's the one who entered Bollywood, Indian cinema, and said, now heroines will talk like this, heroines will look like this, and it is not just about on screen and off screens. For the next 50 years, heroines are going to talk, look, act like this. Creating a stir on social media, I would today introduce her in a very different way, ladies and gentlemen. Like she mentions on her Instagram, please welcome the actor, mother, and maverick, one and only Zeenat Aman. Come on, everybody, join your hands. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Zeenat Aman. Woo! I genuinely believe that whosoever coined this phrase, one and only, whenever, was thinking about Zeenat Aman when they invented the phrase one and only, because there is nobody like Zeenat Aman. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, join your hands. I can see the heartbeats going up. I love it. It's going to be a fantastic session. Looking forward to it, because today we are going to explore, like she says, the Z factor, because she's the one, I think, who knows how to go viral on the social media and has been such a sensation since the last 1 year. So kudos to this beautiful, amazing journey, Zeenat ji.
Thank you, Anmol. Thank you for that wonderful welcome. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm so delighted to be here. You all are a group of people who reach out to between 50 to 80 crores with your creativity and your talent. So to come here and spend this afternoon with you is really amazing. Wonderful. Wow. Thank you, Anmol.
Thank you.
And with you, you're very special.
Ah, that's so sweet. Meeting you, off events is always very, very special, and I feel truly blessed that I'm sitting here in front of you and doing this session with you, Zeenat ji. Zeenat ji, okay, before we go ahead, hello, ladies and gentlemen, may I have please your attention? I might go to Zeenat ji, I might also go to Zeenat, I might also go to Zeenat Aman, because, and it's full respect, because I always feel we are the same age whenever we meet. Now, you can take it otherwise. Either I'm in my 70s or she's in her 40s, whichever way you want. But I might just go to Zini. I might just go to Zini also. Hello. That's how people used to call you. So many people used to call you Zini.
Did you say I'm in my 40s? Where did you get that? I'm in my 70s, young man.
Oh, come on, come on. Okay, because we're talking about adaptability, and adaptability has been something which has been a part of your life at various intervals of your career. But if I go back to that time and that phase, when Zeenat Aman was the first Indian ever to win the Miss Asia Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the first Indian ever who got that crown home. Let me ask you something. That's Zeenat Aman and today's Zeenat Aman. What is one thing common between the both of you?
Belief in oneself. I didn't win the Miss India to go to Miss World. There were just two winners at the time. One would go to Miss World and one would go to Miss Asia. So I didn't win. I was very disappointed. And I think when you're disappointed in anything that you do, you work harder, you try to do better. So I came back with the title of Miss Asia and Miss Photogenic.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I have even today.
Yeah.
When I set out to do something, I give it my 100% and I do my best.
All right, perfect. Wow. Okay, let me put a difficult one in front of you. Tell me one thing which she didn't have, but you have it today.
Wisdom of experience.
Oh, very important. Very, very. So if you meet that Zeenat Aman, because today you have wisdom, you think she lacked that. Today if you meet that Zeenat Aman, what will be that one thing which you will tell her? That, hey, Zini, take care of this one thing.
Be careful with your relationships.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You know, before you came, I was mentioning this, and I truly, truly believe in what I said. In terms of the Indian heroines, especially the Hindi film heroines, it won't be wrong if I say there was a pre-Zeenat Aman phase and there was a post-Zeenat Aman phase. Heroines were not like you. And I'm not just mentioning about how you were on screen, even how you were off the screen. I don't know how many of you have seen her latest Instagram post where Zeenat is sitting like this, smoking a cigarette, with Joy Mukherjee and Dimple Kabadia sitting there. Now, I don't know even of today any heroine who's got photographed like that. Talking about adaptability, I'm talking about a time when no Hindi film heroine was ready to play Devanand's, the most romantic hero's sister. At that time, you started your career playing the sister of Devanand, Janice in Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. You stole the limelight. And after that, you were just setting up your image as a heroine. And then you adapt to a village girl, half face burnt, and you play Rupa in Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Please take us through, guys. Give it up. Come on. How many will have the courage to do that?
I know that there are a lot of young people here in the audience, so I'm not sure how many of them have actually seen these films, because they were a long time ago.
No. I'm sure we have seen those films, and you know, yeah, look at the cheer coming. Look. So how did you adapt to, and my team is telling me they are also ready with some beautiful, wonderful photographs, and the photograph, if I can see, if you can just project that on the screen, would be so wonderful to see that while we are chatting. How did you adapt to these roles? What gave you that courage? Oh my God, look at the diva. Look at that. Look at that. Where is this photograph taken?
Anmol, it's just about believing in what you do, wanting to do better, and really giving it your 100%. Whatever it is that you do, give it everything you've got. And when I was a busy actor in Indian cinema, that is what I did with every project that I was working on.
Although I know that story, but it's quite a motivating story. If you can tell us how you heard about Raj Kapoor casting for a particular character in a film, and how you thought you wanted to get that role.
I think a lot of people have already heard this story, but I will repeat it.
Please.
I was working with Raj Kapoor on a film called Vakil Babu, and in between shots, we'd be sitting around waiting for the next shot, and he was talking about his character Rupa in the film that he was planning to make. I was absolutely fascinated by that, and eventually, when I was shooting at SL Studio, which was a little bit away from RK Studios, I dressed myself up in my version of his Rupa.
Okay.
And I went to the cottage and I told his man John, please tell Raji that Rupa has come.
रूपा आई है.
जी हाँ.
राज साहब अपने कॉटेज में थे.
तो राज साहब बोले कि कौन रूपा? So I went in. And I showed him my gear, and he just felt that I was already a very big star at that time.
Yeah.
So he just felt that this girl is so passionate, she's a big star, she doesn't need to do this. And he liked my, he saw my, how ardent I was. So he called Krishnaji, and Krishnaji came, and they gave me some gold guineas, and that was my signing amount. I think in life one should not be afraid to go after what you want, provided you do it honestly and without stepping on anybody's toes.
Wow, nice. You know, we are talking about, if my team can, there's a beautiful article which came in Economic Times, which was about the stars who are on the social media. If they can project that on the screen, I would love to talk about it. We're talking about that era, you mentioned, of course. You're a big star, rock star, a Zini of the industry. 1 year back, you started a new journey, Zeenat ji. And that journey has been so fascinating. And that is the journey of your social media. Zeenat Aman on Instagram, and the way she's rocking deserves a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Can you please tell us about this journey, how you adapted into the so-called the Gen Z and the millennials who are using Instagram, and there is Zeenat Aman on Instagram, killing it.
Anmol, I'd been leading a very private life because I'd been a single mother for a long time, and I devoted my time and energies towards raising my boys. So I had been away from the limelight, and I really valued my privacy because during the 15 years of my heyday, I was thrust into the limelight in many ways that were not very pleasant to my mental health. Anyway, and we talk a lot about mental health at this point in our lives. So my kids said to me, they said, you have so many stories to tell and so many experiences to share, so why don't you get on Instagram? So I said to them, you know, it will mean giving up my privacy, my space. So they said, try, see if you like it. And I said, I don't know the technicalities of it. They said, don't worry, we'll take care of that. And I started. And honestly, Anmol, I was quite overwhelmed by the response. Completely overwhelmed by the response because I just went away from everything for a very long time. So it was totally unexpected and fabulous.
Actually, you know, Zeenat, overwhelmed is not the right word. I'll tell you guys because as they're trying to find the article, I have the article right in front of me. The article came in a leading newspaper, and the title of the article was, Who's Winning at Instagram? Okay, I'll not get into the top 10, but I'll give you the top 3. And in top 3, on number 3, was Jennifer Aniston, who had an engagement rate of 4.9%. Please be with me on the figures. On number 2 was Kareena Kapoor Khan, who had an engagement rate of 5.6%. And on number 1 was Zeenat Aman with an engagement rate of 16.6%.
Wow.
What are we doing? Hello. And this engagement rate, we're talking about 1 year back when your following was 250,000 and the other people you're talking about is a 4 million, 5 million, 10 million account and now you're a 750K Instagram. How? And you defied all the rules. Long Instagram posts, no hashtags. Like how? You have to give me the mantra. Come on, my engagement rate is.
Anmol, it was all organic. I know they say a picture speaks 1,000 words, but it's always interesting when you have a story that goes with it, something that's real, something that's true, and something that's organic. I think personally it's very important to be as honest and as forthcoming as you can. And obviously there are different subjects that engage one, whether it's whether they are subjects relevant to the time, you know, whether it's something to do with my family, or something to do with my thoughts or experience. And I think people like to listen to those little captions and stories. Yeah.
Wow. Tell me any post on Instagram which has been your favorite, because now last 1 year I've seen a different Zeenat Aman altogether. The earlier Zeenat was very, very private. You opened up a lot. We sometimes see you sitting in a rickshaw. We sometimes see you that you are in the hospital. You're going through a surgery. You've kind of opened up. People are lapping it up. Tell me more about which has been your favorite, something which comes to your mind.
Anmol, like I said, you know, there is no favorite. It has to be something I feel, something I think about, something that's happening. I mean, all of you most of you are on Instagram. You know how it works. So it's all organic. There is no mantra.
Wow. So who's clicking these photographs, these lovely photos?
Well, I engage my son.
Okay.
Who's out there in the wings.
Yes.
I request him, and now he's part of my core team that manages stuff. He and Kara, two of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
We work together.
1 year back, I don't know how many of you are really into, managing your own Instagram, but the norm was small captions, more of hashtags, more of reels, less of photographs, and Zeenat broke all of that. Long captions, only photographs, no hashtags, and today, one thing which is very, very important when you are entering the world of social media, one thing is about getting love from people. That is great, which you got like crazy, comments, likes, everything. The other thing is about making money from social media, like the brand associations. And I remember, because I've been following you from day one, I remember this Instagram post of yours where you said, I'm getting brands, but right now I don't want to do any associations. I want to take my time and choose my brands carefully. Can you take us through your mindset at that time? What were you thinking?
I really do believe that, Anmol, because my idea being on Instagram is to share rather than to propagate or sell. So I like to space it out and be careful which brands I do associate with, because I think it makes a world of difference. Yeah.
So how do you decide? Because after that you opened up and you started doing brand promotions and collabs. How do you decide?
You know, you won't believe that the frequency is frenetic with which we get collab offers. It's unbelievable. And people are so quick and so rushed and so hurried. There are a whole lot on a daily basis. And that's the part of the new digital world, I believe.
Yeah.
And amidst all this, we will consider maybe one or two, maybe in a month. Because it's just coming, and it becomes impossible. It becomes impossible to participate in everything that comes your way.
So brands are nothing new to you. You've been a part of some big brands in your heydays, now also. If I ask you that, which journey of brand associations did you enjoy more, now or then? What's the difference? Okay, let's put it like that.
No. When you are when you are selling a product, as you know, you do what's required to do that. So whether it was Taj tea at the time, and we used to do some, fabrics for Bombay dyeing and all of that. Yeah, it was all good. And even now it's all good. Yeah. So I was a model before I was an actor.
Yeah.
So doing ads comes quite naturally to me.
Nice. So now how are you looking at your future? I can see that you're enjoying the journey. People are enjoying you on Instagram. What's the vision for Zeenat Aman on social media?
There are no visions. It's
Such a
all
big-
organic. Honestly, my policy in life is be in the moment.
Wow.
Live in the moment. And when you
That's a great one.
reach the age where I am, there is gratitude, infinite gratitude, and there is joy in every day. So that's where I'm at right now.
I love this, it takes me back to, even I believe in this, and as a child I always loved this song which said, "Main zindagi ka saath nibhata chala gaya, har fikr ko dhuein mein udata chala gaya." Living in the moment.
Beautiful song.
Living in the moment, living in the... Okay, but tell us, besides social media and besides all the work engagements nowadays, how do you spend your time? I know you love pets, but take us through a little bit more about your personal journey.
Anmol, I spend time with my family. I spend time reading. I love the downtime, the quiet time. Really, one has benchmarks that one sets, whether it's fame or fortune or a family. So once you've obtained and experienced all of this, you look for something beyond that. And for me, that's downtime. Time, really, as I said, with my family at home,
Right.
with my pets, with my books, with my music, with my garden. That gives me peace of mind. And as you all know, there is nothing more important than peace of mind.
Oh yeah, so rightly said. Zeenat, I've spent my life with legends, and whenever they say anything like this, what you just said, and there's so many things in this conversation, I really take it seriously, and if I can imbibe it in my life, and the peace of mind. If we can take a few things from here, would be great. One last question to you, because the theme is the age of adaptability. That's the theme of Goa Fest. If I can ask you, in this beautiful life journey which you've had, so many highs, so many lows, a career which very few people can actually boast of, and now with this social media burst which you are coming out with, if I ask you adaptability in your life, wherever you think, what are the stages in your life where you said, I'll have to adapt to this. Can you take us through?
Anmol, I think all of us go through this in life. There is nothing constant. When I met you a few years ago, you weren't a young father, which you are now. So that's a stage of adaptability. I think all of you have that in your lives. There is nothing constant. You will experience change all the time, whether it's family dynamics, whether it's at work, whether it's with your health. And the thing is to roll with the punches, to do whatever it takes to keep yourself in a healthy space, both mentally and physically. And that's what I've tried to do. I mean, there have been some times which have been very, very, very difficult.
Yes.
But you persevere through those times and do what you need to do. And of course, right now, there is so much help available in terms of mental health,
Yes.
which was not so talked about, at my time. So that's it.
Yes. So take care of your mental health, live in the present, and peace of mind, right?
Peace of mind and persevere. If you're going through a bad time, persevere till you get out of it, because it will not last forever. It will not.
Wow, kya baat hai. Thank you so much, Zeenat. There's a There is a very beautiful phrase which my mom always used to tell us when we were kids. And sitting right in front of you, looking at your journey, I feel it fits so well in Zeenat Aman's life, which goes by, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता जीनत तेरी रजा क्या है. Zeenat Aman here. Well, whenever you end your Instagram post, whenever you sign off your Instagram post, you have a flower at the end. And because we had this song here, Zeenat, you end your post with a flower. I'm thinking of this line. सजाऊंगा लुटकर भी तेरे लबों की लाली को और लहू जिगर का दूंगा हंसी लबों की लाली को. Ladies and gentlemen, आप सबकी तरफ से for Zeenat Aman. Thank you so much, Zeenat ji.
I don't know if you're familiar with the song Chura Liya, and I don't know if it's inappropriate to say this, but that is one of the sexiest lines in any song.
सजाऊंगा लुटकर भी तेरे लबों की लाली को. क्या बात है. This is for you.
लहू जिगर
का दूंगा. Oh my God.
हंसी
हंसी
होठों की
की
लाली
लाली को. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here you see, which you don't see every day, and I'm not exaggerating this. Here is a diva who's defined then, who's defining now. Let's give a standing ovation to the one and only legend here, Zeenat Aman. Take it away, live at the Goa Fest. Thank you so much.